What up, people? This is Bunjo, and I'm from Croatia. Originally from Canada. I'm gonna do a quick stand-up routine. Never did stand-up, but I'm gonna give it a shot. You know what I mean? So, man, before I used to have all these weird problems, right? I used to be addicted to blow. I was doing 4 ounces a night. It got super dark. So eventually, you kind of catches up with you. So you get kind of secluded from the rest of the world, and you get embarrassed to see people that you know or like. So that happened to me, right? So I got embarrassed. And sometimes you want companionship, so I'd pay escorts to hang out with me. And now my pickup line was like, I didn't want to have sex with them, I just wanted to play Call of Duty with them. So the first girl I contacted, I'm like, oh, you want to come over to play Call of Duty? She's like, what, you want to play toy guns with me? What the fuck's your problem, right? So she's weirdo, she blocked me. So the next girl, I'm like, oh, you want to come over and play PlayStation? I started off a little softer. She's like, you just want to pay me to play PlayStation? I'm like, you got that right, what's wrong with that? I'm like, the last girl blocked me when I said Call of Duty. So if you want to play FIFA or Sonic the Hedgehog, whatever you like, the game's your choice. I got a lot of games, you know. So she ends up coming over. So when she comes over, we became acquainted, we become friends, but I'm still paying her for her time, right? And we find out she has beef with other escorts. So we call those escorts over to my neighbors across the street. They're like this incestuous family. Like they're all kind of like mental, and they have no teeth, and they all look like brother, sister, daddy, uncles, and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty weird, right? And we'd sit there and peek out the windows when they'd come, and we'd watch all the mentals go bananas. And and then with one time we thought, oh shit, they seen us. So we turned off all the lights, and we sat there for 3 hours in the dark. But really it was just because we're high on blow and paranoid, right? So I mean, I got pretty dark, man. So I tried to get out of that a little bit. So as I'm getting out of that, I'm like, oh, I had a week kind of where I was kind of recovering. I invited 2 friends over. So, and now mind you, I just went through that dark time. So I had actually pissed in a whole bunch of bottles, maybe like 300 bottles, and I put them in my 1 bedroom upstairs, right? And so I had all these bedrooms filled with beer bottles filled with my piss, right? And so I had them up there, and I forgot, but I had like them covered with blankets and stuff. So but it smelled bad, right? And so me and my buddies go up there and do a line because they like to indulge too, right? So as me and my one buddy are chopping up in a room on some hockey cards, and we're sniffing it through tampon applicators, believe it or not. That's what we used to use, tampon applicators, because it comes with a little plastic straws and whatnot, right? So I see my one buddy, I had all the beer bottles kind of hidden except for one on the other dresser. I see my one buddy drink it, and me and him look at each other after he drinks it. I see the disgust in his face, and he looked at me, and we both knew what happened, but we never spoke about it, you know? But I mean, if he's watching this, he probably knows what I'm talking about. Sorry, bro, you shouldn't drink random beer bottles. But yeah, man, so I decided to quit. I decided to quit drugs, you know, because it's good for me. So what addicts do is they replace one addiction with another addiction. So I decided I'd take up smoking weed. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna smoke some weed, man. So I this one night, I'm getting high, smoking weed, and I get a little aroused. So I go upstairs, right? I go upstairs, and so let me set the scene. I have a mattress on top of a box spring with nothing else in the room. So I put my laptop on it, I strip my pants down to my ankles, jump on my knees, and start going to town, right? Beating that tube, right? And so as I'm beating it, I'm watching brother porn too. It's real dark. 2 black dudes on 1 white girl with shoes and Jordans, you know, I mean Jordans and gym socks and all that, right? Theo knows what I'm talking about. So as I'm about to, you know, semen everywhere, I fall forward and I start shaking uncontrollably, having a seizure. As the black guy's ejaculating on the white girl, my eye is stuck on his butthole because it's like from behind on the floor of kind of view. And so I'm like, oh, and I'm coming, I'm like, oh, and after I was like, holy shit, that might have been the best orgasm ever. And then so right away I'm like, oh shit, I might be gay. But I hear a knock, tick 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 tick, and I'm like, oh shit. So I get up, I get in a hurry, I go downstairs. My buddy's over, the guy that drank the piss. He's like, let's have a beer. So I'm like, okay. And he had some Doritos, some zesty Doritos. So we're eating these zesty Doritos, and I lick my fingers because that's what you do, because you get the orange dust. And I feel this liquid cheese, and I'm like, oh my god, I just ate my own semen. So all these crazy thoughts are going through my head. So for the next week, I'm like, oh man, fuck, I might be a closeted gay. Am I gay? I'm so confused right now because I just had the best orgasm of my life to a black dude's butthole, ate my own semen, fuck, and then I smoked the joint because I wanted to get rid of that feeling. And then as I'm smoking that joint, I had a cup in my hand. I fell, started shaking uncontrollably, had another seizure. Thank God for that drug-induced seizure, because fuck, I thought I was a homo for a second, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's my stand-up routine. Hopefully you guys like it. It's my first one. It's probably shit, but thanks, man. This is Bunjo.